Thank you, Miss Elvia. I really do appreciate this opportunity, and I'm very humble that I will, take up this opportunity to engage in this wonderful product that we have launched, MetaBiome. This is something that is right up my alley. Um, First of all, I want to let everybody know that I am not a doctor. So if you are thinking that this is a drug or something of that nature, this is not uh, your television station here. And so we are here to share something that is natural, something that will boost naturally your hormones in your body. Write that down. What we are doing here, this is going to actually feed your gut system, which will actually turn on or turn up, I would say, let's say turn up the signals that have been sleeping all along, because everybody was born with all of these hormones, you know. Some people just do it naturally. Some people are just naturally healthy. Some people are just naturally slim. Some people are just naturally strong. They gain muscle. Some of us, or most of us, we struggle. And because it's not that we struggle, it's just that those signals are just turned down a bit. This product, I mean, we hit it right on the head, will actually bring the balance in your body. Most of this will happen in the nighttime when you're sleeping. So, Miss Elvia told you just now that you want to take this with a meal. So, preferably, I would want you to take this in the evening or at lunchtime or your last meal. I'll say it like that. Okay, because full digestion takes place when you go to sleep. Now, I have a very long list, and I know we don't have time. I don't know how much time I have here, but I've been studying this for over 3 years. I've been studying health for over 30 years. And people ask me, how come I know so much? I don't know much, but I do study. You know, something very, very serious happened to me about over 35 years ago. My son only had like 1 day to live, and I was trying to figure out why that happened. And so, fast forward the story. He is here now, and I went through a tremendous time, and I went searching. You know, when things happen to you, you want to ask the question why. So I'm here now with this wonderful product called MetaBiome. Now I want you to pay close attention because there are actually 3 strains that was mentioned. Okay, Akkermansia, Biofidobacterium lactobacillus, and Lactobacillus rhodori. The Lactobacillus rhodori is the guy that actually clings on to the lining of your intestine walls, and it's like the God, it's like that gate, it's that fence. It's say, hey, I'm the security guy around here. Do your thing, whatever you have to do. I have you safe. And so we have now the Akkermansia, and along with the Bifidomo, but let me just say it's lactose, okay? The second strain that feeds on to the I would call it XOS, which is actually I call it zyo zyosiliosaccharides. Okay, that's the long version of it. But let's just call it XOS. Okay, now that's the food. So they actually need food. And here's the thing. Um, when you were born, you probably got a cold, your immune system fell off. These bacteria, they were there when you were small, you know. They just faded off. And so you don't have much of them or very little or none at all left. What ArdyssLife is going to do now, it's going to fortify your body with bringing them back in your gut. And by having that environment back in there, there are some great benefits. One, I don't know if you've known, but this thing called GLP-1. I think you've heard. If you have not heard about it, write it down. Okay, GLP-1 is actually a hormone in your body. It's a peptide, okay? It's actually a glucagon-like peptide 1. Doctors and scientists have been searching this, doing great research from 1979, 1980, 1981. They'd have known about this from a long time ago. So this is nothing new. Fast forward now to 2024, I think it was, 2025, 2026. GLP-1 is the hottest thing on the market. But what the doctors have done is that they have mimicked or copycat or made a synthetic version, which is a drug, and they call it Ozempic and whatever it is. They have different versions now, but that is real. But it's a drug. So what it does, it actually, you know, like you ring in a doorbell and you ring a doorbell so much and it bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. And so it's actually their drug. It actually keeps that bing on. And so the body recognized, okay, we have GLP-1. Okay, great. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is actually remove the insulin. Okay, we're going to regulate the insulin. Okay, this is all about the insulin. These are for people who are of weight like myself. I have a lot of weight on in my midsection. Okay, which is, let me not say the pharmaceutical industry is not doing anything wrong, but they're going the wrong way about it. Let me just say it that way. Because on the front end, yes, there are great benefits with their platform. But on the back end with their platform, it's very dangerous. You have to be very careful how you approach that. Because if you lose fat, most of all visceral fat, you're going to lose muscle. You don't want to lose muscle. And so if you do lose muscle, when you up in age, okay, you're 50, you're 60, you're 70 years old, you have to be very careful on losing muscle, because at that age, muscle does not come back. Write that down. Muscle will not come back. And if it does, it's going to be very difficult for it to come back. And so at that age, when you really need your heart muscle to function, you need your lungs to function, there are actually muscles in your body that you have no control of. Your brain actually controls those muscles. You will never notice. Okay, your peristaltic activity, all in your gut lining, you can't control those things. And so when those muscles go away, you have problems and complications. So be very careful with that product. With this product that we have, you don't have to worry about none of that because we have all of our probiotics and our prebiotic in there that will fortify GPL naturally whenever you need it. So let's go after that. So naturally, you have GPL inside your blood, inside your gut system, okay? And that now will now then balance out three things. One, it's gonna make you feel full. Two, all the pizza and the whatever you eat, those complex carbohydrates, you're not gonna want them anymore. You're actually gonna feel really, I'm not joking. You're gonna feel like, hey, I don't need to eat, and I don't want that. Your mood swing, if you're a grumpy person, you're gonna become happy. You're gonna be laughing. You're gonna feel better. You're gonna actually say, let's go out to walk. And someone say, something is wrong with you today. Walking? You don't walk. I feel like walking today. And so you're going to actually feel a change in your body because why? Good bacteria actually goes in the gut and it actually moves the mood swing. Okay? You're going to feel better. That's one. Two, you have visceral fat. What is visceral fat? You have two sorts of fat on your body. Subcutaneous, which is the extra fat that you see underneath your arms and all around your gun cases and wherever like that. That's subcutaneous fat, okay? That's not, it's, you need to deal with it, but the more important one, which you really, really need to address is visceral. Here's why visceral fat is so dangerous. Visceral fat is actually inside, between, and webbed in all of your gut, intestines, your heart. Okay, it's actually pressing on your heart from the back and the front. It's all on your kidneys. It's all in your liver. And the liver is so sensitive because, it's actually very soft and sensitive. It actually, that visceral fat actually works its way actually into the liver. You ever heard about fatty liver disease? That's what visceral fat is doing. So as you're sitting there right now, believe you me, it's so dangerous because here's the vicious cycle. And this is why Ozempic came around, and I understand. The more you eat, the more insulin your body produces. The more insulin your body produces, the more fat it takes on. And the more fat it takes on, it stores it mostly in visceral fat. Visceral fat is full of inflammation. The vicious and dangerous cycle about visceral fat, because it's inflamed, it causes complications, i.e. heart disease, cancer, fatty liver disease, Crohn's disease, digestion. You have knee problems? Oh, that's where it's coming from. You have a urinary tract infection. You have problems with foggy brain. You can't, your eyes, all of that is actually leading towards that visceral fat. That's why your doctor, when he goes, you go for your check, the first thing you say, you gotta get some of this weight off. Ronrick, you must get some of this weight off. And so that's what he's actually talking about. Okay, so the visceral fat is a huge problem. But here comes our product from MetaBiome. When you ingest this, it actually turns on the signal of the GLP-1 hormone. When that GLP hormone is turned on, it actually goes, when you eat, it actually makes you feel full. That's one. Two, it actually slows down. Listen to this now. It slows down the food leaving the stomach. That's most important. Write that down. When you eat food and the food leaves too quickly from your stomach line, it actually, because GLP-1 is actually the ignition key to say, hey, somebody just ate just now, whatever they ate, turn on, give me some insulin. You see the problem? So it leaves the stomach too quickly. It turns on the insulin, and that's where you have a problem with the high insulin levels. Well, if the GLP-1, remember I told you about that doorbell effect? It turns on, it slows down the food leaving the stomach. GLP actually cannot send a signal to the insulin. So you have a slower rate of insulin entering the bloodstream. So if that's the case, what's going to happen? You're going to burn up more fuel. So whatever you've eaten is going to be digested properly. And now the food is going to be distributed properly into the small intestine, and then it goes into the gut area for proper digestion. And now you don't have a high spike of sugar going into the bloodstream, i.e. you're going to lose or burn the fat. If that's what the doctors say, burn fat, but it's actually the process of how you could balance your body. That's when we say bring proper balance. This is what I'm speaking to right now, balance. Now, I want to make it abundantly clear. Not because you have a MetaBiome, you think that that's like some training wheels, because I know you'll ride the training wheels until it falls off. Okay? So we want you to have a proper diet. You must exercise, okay, to stay healthy. These things are very, very, very important. And so we have our products like Lviv Red, okay? We are not moving away from this. This actually now becomes even more important because, okay, let me see if I can make it. You remember when Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and I think Dennis Rodman, they won 6 championships for the Chicago Bulls? I don't know if you all watch basketball, but I'm going to tell you what happened. Nobody has done that in the history. Nobody has repeated what they've done. Because you want to know why? They had the perfect team with the perfect environment, okay? And the court was theirs. They owned it. So magic happened then. So what I'm saying to you is you have to combine everything together in order for your body to flourish properly. MetaBiome is the platform where you could actually cause your body to become radiant. Okay, let me just take about one strain. Okay, Lactobacillus rhodori is so powerful. Do you know if you consume just this one strain, Lactobacillus rhodori will stop you from having problems with your teeth, your oral teeth, your dental and your gums? You would not live in the dentist's office. Because of that strain inside your body, you would not have cavities. You get it? Think of the visceral fat. It's just not visceral fat. It's everything inside your bloodline, every bacteria, anywhere, all about your whole entire body. Your body becomes almost like Superman, if I could say it in that way. You want to fly? I would love to fly. But in essence, to say, using MetaBiome, you will be flying on health lane. Okay, everyone's saying, well, how come you looking so wonderful? You're so radiant. Do you know that this also helps skin? Lactobacillus rhodori, you women, you want to look like you are 25 years old when you're 50 or 60. You get on MetaBiome. You get this is also great with cartilage. And you know what cartilage does, because you know we already have the coffee and everything. This will actually do a synergy with our coffee. You never see anything like it. And so this is wonderful. All right. So let me just quickly tell you, it's so many things I just want to come here. Okay. All right. So you definitely with this product, you're going to reduce inflammation, as I reiterated. Inflammation is the problem as to why we are having issues in our body. We cannot digest our food. Whenever you eat, sometimes do you feel bloated? Like, oh, I just feel bad. Or why did I eat that pizza, that last slice of pizza? Now I cannot even sleep. That's the problem, because you don't have enough cultures inside your gut lining to actually break down the food. And that's where we have inflammation coming from the gut. So you don't want inflammation. This will mitigate inflammation. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, what I'm speaking to, you can actually go and do your own research. These strains that we're talking about, there were over 180 clinical studies done. Over 15,000 patients participated all over the United States. This is documented. So these strains, what we're talking about, this is not in a rat lab or we thinking that somebody did some placebo or something. These were real studies. Please, if you don't understand or think that I'm saying something different, you do your own research. I love when people do their own research, and you'll find out that what we're speaking to, these are real studies. So thank you so much, ArdyssLife, for bringing everything for this as far as MetaBiome. Okay, and so digestion, digestion, digestion is most important. Your lifestyle will change when you get on this. Now, I will say to you, this product, I don't want you to think that this product is a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, or you pick this up and because you just think that you want to do this. This, you need to be on this every single month. So I'm sure you will not leave the house. You want to go to your car, forget the keys, and jump in your car. Your car will not start. I'm sure you will not go to work and not put on your socks and your shoes. I think you'll have a difficult day. And so you get my point. You would not want to start your day without MetaBiome. Once you have taken this, or in the evening time when you've taken it, you take your products in the morning, whatever, you need to make sure these strains are in your system. Acromantia is very important because it's going to actually go to work and get the visceral fat off. Now, There are just one or two things I want to just let you know. This combination, Akkermansia, Biofidobacterium, lactylus, and Lactobacillus rhodori all together, it helps the body. You can write these down if you wish. It gets rid of, or it assists with removing, okay, cancer. Remember the inflammation? A lot of people don't understand. Cancer can start from when you're probably 18 years old. And that will just keep on working, and then boom. That's how the body is. The body is that smart. It will try its best to fight off and stay running, okay, in optimal position. But if it cannot, it's going to succumb to something. So what this is, you have to realize when you have these strains in your gut, it's going to mitigate it automatically. It'll say, hey, we don't deal with that because we have a defense mechanism here. 2, it boosts your immune system. Now, what we have here, don't we have Shield? Don't we have Shanti? Don't we have Lviv, Red? Don't we have all of our products from over 35 years ago? All of them works on the immune system, every single last product. Now we have microbiome to go along with our products. Let me see if I can put it to you another way. You know, we have a sports car, and some sports cars can drive fast, right? Which is really good. But now they have these turbo boosters. You press this button in the car, and you are in the fast car, and you really want to go fast, and you just press that turbo button, and you start going down really quickly. Well, this is optimum health. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you can get it in that way, optimum health you will have forever. You will be able to run with your grandchildren at 80 years old on the beach. You get it? This is no joke. We are very serious about your health. And so MetaBiome is going to do that for you. Heart disease is going to be no more. You're going to have a healthy heart. Your diabetes. Anybody who's a diabetic, this was actually all this research from 1980, 81 was actually for diabetics. Okay, the USA have a lot of people who are pre-diabetic. They're walking around right now, don't even know it. And so this product is going to assist them greatly. So your kidneys, okay, you want to make sure your kidneys are healthy. This is going to help your kidneys. I already spoke to you about the fatty liver. Okay, you're going to have a healthy liver. Okay, most people have problems with the liver, and you know the liver sense functions it's the command center. It's the second brain. Okay, so you got brain, gut, liver, brain, gut, liver, brain, gut, liver. It speaks constantly to one another. And when you're sleeping, it say, "Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, the highway. Let's close the highway. Let's start fixing and repairing." So you get it. The liver assists the gut to repair the body. So that's why you feel better in the morning. The doctor will call you and ask you, "How do you feel?" "Oh, I feel much better, doc," and all that. All that is because you have these strains inside your gut, which speeds up the healing process. You get it? So you got to stay on MetaBiome. Okay, weight issues. Okay, the weight is actually a byproduct. We give you that as a bonus. So if you're struggling with weight, you know, now this is not a drug. So don't think you're going to take this and in 2 weeks, are you going to lose 50, 100? No, it doesn't work like that. Don't. I never said that. This is, like I told you, sensible eating. You want to go to bed on time, you go to bed too late. Some people go to bed at 12 o'clock at night. No, 10 o'clock around that time, you go to bed. This will fortify good bacteria so you can actually get your gut line fixed. Remember I told you in the night you have to go to bed. So you want to do that, and your weight comes off. Your weight loss actually takes place at night, not in the day. So, constipation. A lot of women are constipated and wouldn't even say anything. Women, I don't know what it is. Y'all don't like to drink water. I don't know why. But anyways, this product is gonna relieve you in such a way that you will be empty. You'll say, wow, I don't feel bloated anymore. I feel light. And so even, when your cycle comes on, all this is going to regulate all of that. Yeah, it's a bonus. I'm telling you. Now, there is a disclaimer on our bottle that it tells you if you are pregnant, please consult the doctor. But I have done extensive research, and you can do the research too. With MetaBiome, when you're pregnant, you can take Akkermansia, which is actually in our strains, okay, with provision of your physician now, with your doctor. Don't come off this Zoom saying Ron said, no, I never said that. So don't make those claims. I'm saying with the provision of your doctor, women who are pregnant, some of them become constipated. And here is the dangerous part of a constipated woman who is carrying a child. When she consumes food, isn't the most important thing is for her baby to get the nutrition? Well, if she's constipated, she cannot feed the baby proper nutrition. It's going to become acidic. Now the baby's going to have complications. So if you have somebody who's on this product who is constipated, they're going to now also pass on this wonderful, these strains also onto the baby as well too, through the nutrition as well, which is a good thing. And also she's going to be more relieved. She's going to be more regular. No, this is not a laxative. No, it's not going to cause you to go, I have to go now like that. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, peristalsis activity will still continue to work through your body just as normal. You should have a bowel movement every 4 hours. Every 4 hours, meaning that it goes through the GI tract every 4 hours. But when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Most people go when? In the morning, okay? Or probably in the afternoon, but most people go in the morning after when they have slept. That's what I'm telling you. Most of this happens in the nighttime. So please take your pills if you can, just after you had that meal when you're going to bed. Miss Elvia, I have so many things here. Sleep issues. It's gonna change your sleep issues. I don't want to be here too long. I can be here for 3 hours because I'm very passionate about it. But I'm just trying to hurry up and go over a lot of things. But just to let everybody know that please get on this product. Tell your mommy, tell your daddy, tell your brother, even tell yourself. Go and order nothing less than 3 bottles right now. Okay, I think that the special is still going on. You need to get 3 bottles, but you need to make sure this right here is on your recurring order. This right here is on you would not leave your house without your keys. You will not leave your house without your shoes. So please, this is the very same thing. Go ahead and make sure that you have this every single month added to your order. Every single month. Write that down. That is so important because why? This is going to actually help your health. This is going to mitigate the problems. You're spending thousands of dollars. People are spending thousands of dollars, don't know what's wrong with them because of their gut. They're eating so much. I don't even know what they're even eating these. I don't even want to call the words of these highly processed foods. And it's like calling them every day. Oh, I have to have that. A lady told me one time she has 6 packs, 6 cans of Coke every single day. She has to have it every single day. I said, what did you say? She said, I'm very serious and don't get in my way. I said, you know what? That's something wrong. See, once you get that in your system, you need to detox. You see? And so, I get it. People, they want to eat what they want to eat. But remember, when you get on this, all of that starts to go away naturally. And so you want to come back to the real you. So say, hey, hi, real me. That's what you need to say. When you look in the mirror in the morning, hi, real me, and thank you so much, ArdyssLife. I thank you so much that I have my radiant health back.